Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Screamin'. Welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light, Season of the Lost Intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday update. XUR has returned, Trials of Osiris has returned, and with those two things, I will cover, of course, all the other weekly glitches, cheeses, and farms that you can take advantage of heading into the weekend. Today, XUR can be found in the tower hangar, and he has quite the list of stuff. Some really good rolls on armor, as well as weapons. So, let's just cover everything really quick. Of course, we have the exotic engram. I'm going to discuss something with the exotic engram that you will definitely want to use after we cover the rest of the cache here. We have the Merciless fusion rifle. This is a pretty old fusion rifle, I think. Non-lethal hits, lessen charge time. We have the Shards of Galanor for the Hunter class with a 62 total roll. Get super energy for blade barrage hits and kills. We have the One-Eyed Mask for the Titan class with a 67 total roll, and this is definitely one that any Titan will want to pick up, me included. Highlights and defeat those that harm you for an overshield. This used to be incredible in PvP. I don't know how it plays now. Maybe leave a comment down below on what you think of that. But at a 67 total roll, don't miss out. That's a 19 mobility, 19 strength. We have the Geomag stabilizers for the Warlock class. Extends chaos reach, another 67 roll, 15 resilience, 15 discipline, the standouts, but fairly evenly distributed. 67 also, you don't want to miss out on something like this, so definitely pick these two up. I don't know how the Merciless is as far as the PvE meta at the moment, or PvP, but also let me know if you've been using it. Of course, on the second page, you can get the exotic cipher, which can be used to buy other exotics from the tower kiosk. So if you have an exotic cipher, you won't be able to pick up an exotic cipher, so maybe go out and use that one. We, of course, now have our legendary weapons as well. We have the Dire Promise today, Snapshot and Rangefinder. That looks pretty good, I'm going to say, especially for what I like to use. 140 round per minute hand cannons are in a pretty good place at the moment, so you might want to consider that. We have the Escape Velocity, which has ridiculous handling on it for some reason. Also with Quick Draw and Grave Robber. We have the Aikilos SMG, always one of the ones that I go to when I'm using SMGs. Vorpal and Grave Robber, also pretty good. We have the main ingredient. Actually, this is really good. That's a good handling and range stat. We have the main ingredient. Fusion Rifle with it's a precision frame under pressure and tap the trigger. High impact fusion rifle. Tap the trigger is pretty good, I think, on those. Just make sure I know what that stat means. Tap the trigger, tap the trigger. Let's say it's never mind. And then we have the Truth Teller with also an interesting sort of high velocity handling and reload with Swashbuckler and Feeding Frenzy. Man, all of these look really, really good. We have a Steel Zybel, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, with Relentless Strike. Whirlwind Blade, that's also really good. And then we have the Bottom Dollar, another, well, a 120 RPM hand cannon. Not that great in the PvP meta at the moment, but this actually could play pretty well in PvE with Dragonfly and Outlaw. We have a few armor pieces here for sale that are over 62 stat. We have the gauntlets and the boots. Those are also not bad, so maybe check those out as well if you're looking for a little bit of a stat bonus. There is a interesting possibility that you can actually get higher end stats on exotics from the exotic engram if you have a particular mod equipped to your ghost shell. Now, I haven't actually had time to test this, but there was a very interesting video from Paul Tassi made recently about how you can stat focus through the through umbrella engrams in the helm by having this or any of these mods equipped to your ghost, which are new this season. These allow you to focus a specific stat roll on any set of gear, and several of the pieces of gear that we get from other seasons previous to this from those umbrella engrams through the helm actually already roll at very high stat bonuses. So this was kind of a way to double up on that. But apparently this is also working with exotic engrams. Now I'm going to make a more in-depth video about some of the best ways you could probably use this. I don't know if it's working from exotic engrams from XUR, but I could imagine it would, as it is working for ones from your season pass. Right here, any of these. So maybe give it a try. If there's a particular stat that you want on an exotic piece of gear, maybe go buy one. Let me see if I can move enough stuff out of the way really quick. I should have space everywhere. It's gonna be a helmet. Watch. Let's see. Let me get rid of... These are all pretty high step. Let me get rid of this because this isn't that relevant at the moment. Let me see if I can buy one. For some reason it will not let me buy one. Not enough space. Oh, I see. Let's quickly just give this a test. Decrypt some of these. Acquire. I have let's see, I have discipline spect for my ghost, so it should give me a fairly high discipline spect exotic. Got the necrotic grips, not a bad one to get. I think it went to my, did these go to my postmaster? So I'm gonna go over and check my postmaster in a second. But quickly, I just want to also cover, of course, Trials of Osiris, the other reason you're here. Distant Shore is the map today. Not my favorite map, if I'm being perfectly honest. We, of course, have all the exotic or legendary weapons that you can get now. Some really great ones, so always make sure to farm out Trials. If you are a new light player or was playing free, any sort of free to play, or it doesn't own this last season but maybe owns stuff before, if you're not able to play Trials, that's because you need to actually own the current season that's Beyond Light to actually be able to play Trials now. And when Beyond Light ends, you'll actually need to own the next season to be able to actually play play in Trials at that point. So that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please leave a hashtag XUR or a hashtag Beyond Light or a hashtag Season of the Lost in the comment section down below. And as always, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Little.